This is what I'm going to be building in this video. He's my drummer. The song he's playing right at the moment is Little Drummer Boy, but it's copyrighted, so it'll be in the Christmas video. You don't monetize those, but the how-to videos right here, I can't use it. So you're just seeing him play without the music, but he works well. So this is what we're going to be building. Now, I started out being true to the picture I was using, I found out on the internet, and his hands were in closer holding the sticks. And it just didn't look right, so I ended up having to cut it back apart and redo it. But this is what the final product's going to look like. Here's just a quick explanation. What you're going to see me build is not the same as what the final product's going to be. I'll show you a clip here in just a second of what the final framework ended up looking like. I had several people say it didn't look right, so I made changes. One of the things, though, is going to be the wiring, and you'll have to change out the resistors. So now all three 15s will use the same resistor, and there's two 5s on each side now that'll use the same resistor. So you've already got the numbers there should you decide to do exactly what I did, but I can't imagine why anybody would want to. So let's get on with it. Here's the clip of what the finished frame looks like now before we actually start building what I ended up changing. I got told by several people that the drums just didn't look right. The drumsticks weren't going the right direction. They looked alright to me, but I tried to stay with the looks of the picture. So I had to make a couple changes here. I cut the hands off of it, added another drumstick end, and flipped them over and welded them back down. So this is how it looks now, and you'll see it a little later here with the lights on it. Alright, I finished reworking the wiring harness here for the drums. Now I've just got the one ground. I've got three 15s and two 5s on each side. That'll take care of my three long sticks, the two short, and the ground. This is what happens when you have to redo something. It takes a little extra time, but I've got time. The scale I'm going to use for this is 2 inches equals a foot. You can write yourself out one like this. It's not hard to do. Then, so far as the length that you're wanting to cut, I just use a ruler and just go around your line and see how long it is, and then go to your chart and cut off your wire. So let's start doing some bending. I keep my picture handy here so that I can just use it for visual reference. The small pieces here are his fingers, except for the one that's a thumb. So let's just bend his thumb. Alright, that's not too bad. And make his hand. See? I'm sure some of you will look at this and think, well, for a couple of bucks to go down and get a picture, it might be a little simpler just to follow the lines. But I've never had a problem building them this way. I've made several things some carolers and angels for my last one. You saw those on the tape. Got an old vise here that I straighten out the wires on. Okay, so that's pretty close. Yeah, I'm just going to flatten that thumb down just a little bit more. Alright, I'm satisfied. The fingers, they just go inside here. Short one on top, long one in the middle, short one on the bottom again. Alright, let's make some drumsticks here. It'll need to get bent a little bit farther than halfway. These are 16.5 inches, so I'm just going to move over a little bit and bend it on around. Alright, the end of our drumstick. And the next one will be pretty close to center. Now these aren't on the picture. This is just something that I'm doing here to animate them. Make another copy. Okay. One more. And that looks pretty close to his hand. When you got your pieces all tweaked in just like you want them, you think it looks pretty good, then I'm just going to take a magic marker here and mark where they need to be attached at. Thumb only goes on one place, so I ain't worried about it, so let's weld it together. Now I'm going to be using brass to do this with. It doesn't rust. And I've already got one made. I'm going to use it as a pattern while I make the second one, because they're the same thing, just flipped. Piece by piece, getting the rest of them cut out here and laid out on the floor. Got his boots cut out now. Now start working on his head. Alright, all the parts are cut out and bent, so now I'm going to weld it together. I'll be back as soon as that's done.